I want to talk about the lyrics of my song. A specific line that says, when you self-abandon just to keep connection, you plant a seed of betrayal. I want to talk about that. And I want to elaborate and go into depth on what exactly I meant when I said that. So, self-abandoning to keep connection looks like dimming your light to make somebody that you're in connection with more comfortable. It looks like allowing them to trample over your boundaries so that they're comfortable and so that they're appeased. The part where I say it plants a seed of betrayal, because number one, you're betraying yourself. But number two, what comes around goes around.
You're still on the fastest.
So when you show somebody that you're willing to self-abandon, when you're willing to betray your own standards and your own boundaries just to keep them around, that teaches them that they also can betray you. They can betray your trust. They can betray the loyalty that you may expect from them. They can treat you any old kind of way based off of how they feel and what they want. So that brings me to another point. Betrayal is not something that is supposed to harden you so that you don't trust anybody, ever. Betrayal is supposed to expose what you're willing and not willing to put up with and to go through. It's supposed to expose where your real boundaries and standards are so that you can move with discernment and you can allow yourself to be able to trust yourself when you see certain signs and certain patterns to say, this is not somebody that I should trust. This is not somebody that I should be in partnership or connection with. So betrayal is meant to strengthen your discernment. That's why I also said, bless the fruit that you bear. Because sometimes we allow betrayal in our life and we continue to put ourselves in cycles where we continue to foster betrayal because we haven't learned that lesson yet, or we haven't really come to a full understanding of how to move in discernment yet. So me saying that was like, bless the fruit that you bear. It's going to bear a fruit because you planted that seed of betrayal. But, just like poke, I forgot what the name of that, I think it's pokeweed. It's poison. Don't eat them berries. It's gonna kill you. It's gonna fuck you up. But there was a use found in that toxic plant. They used the berries for ink. They used the young leaves for some kind of greens. So there's a use out of every seed. There's a use out of every plant, every fruit that is born. So that's what I meant in the song. When you self-abandon just to keep connection, you plant a seed of betrayal. But with God's protection and these pure intentions, bless the fruit that you bear. Pure intentions, right? Let me back up a little bit. Because sometimes we betray ourselves with the purest of intentions. Sometimes we plant them seeds of betrayal against ourselves and against other people with the purest of intention, but just out of ignorance. Not necessarily out of malice, just ignorance. guess that's why we're all here doing this thing called life, because we've got trials, tribulations, and lessons to learn.